Alô?
Alô?
Porra! Caralho!
Porra! Caralho!
Alô?
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 Tá me ouvindo? Caralho, porra, consegui. É, rapaziada, depois de muito penar, são já 20 minutos de live. Era pra ter já como 1 hora. Eu tava aqui penando pra conseguir botar esse áudio, irmão. Mas tamo aí. A gente é burro, mas aprende. Deixa eu postar que eu tô fazendo live também, né? Eu tô sem telefone. A foto vai sair uma merda. Mas, pera aí. Alô? Tá dando pra me ouvir legal? Tá dando pra me ouvir legal? Alô? Alô? Ai, já postei. Pera aí. Daqui a pouco eu vou reagir a alguns vídeos aí também, entendeu? Porque não só de Videogames, você vive o dia da BM. E ele... Mensagem of the day. Não. Pera. Alô. Tão me ouvindo? Vamos começar. Eu consigo me ouvir. Ai, meu Deus. Ó, Castelo Hogwarts.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
Calma aí, rapaziada.
I'm no expert, but that seems more
Dando pra ouvir legal o game.
appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry.
Pô, não é
They need to know what
possível.
happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Por que
Thank
tá
you.
travado, cara?
Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Cara, meu Deus do céu, o que eu fiz pra merecer, Jesus? Calma, rapaziada. Caralho, mano, é possível.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Calma.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
Fudeu,
There
mano. Caralho, mano.
Complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had
Caralho,
left.
mano, tem que ter muita paciência pra essa
If
porra
you're
aqui,
lucky,
mano.
we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Calma, rapaziada, eu sou stream iniciante, mano. Aí, porra, vamos.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Agora tem que ter a câmera.
You're just in time. Have a seat.
Webcam aí, ó. A webcam aí, ó. Calma. Opa! Eu fui selecionado.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Tá dando pra me ver legal?
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain
Tá dando pra me ver?
expectations.
Porra. Calma que eu já me perdi aqui. You can come here with preference and Eita, caralho, ai, foda-se. Mano, é classe, rapaz.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Tá dando pra me ver legal.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is
Fala logo,
it?
cara. Pô, fica de palhaçadinha não. O bagulho é loyalty.
A sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
quero estudar essa casa não. Gryffindor, bagulho é Gryffindor, filho.
Possess a willingness to forge ahead alone when you must.
Vamos nessa, né? Vamos nessa, legal. Pera aí, rapaz.
Better be Gryffindor!
Aê, porra! Vamos!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
A outra já quer me levar pro quarto, filho. Ai!
It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password?
The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Ó, que castelo bonito. Mal posso esperar pra voar na minha vassoura lá, ele.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Ele.
Protego!
Protego. Não dá nem pra mudar de roupa, qual foi? Já vou quebrando logo tudo. Ah, né? Ali, rapaz. Protega. Bagulho de ler não tem comigo não, filho. Tem que ser burro. Ele já apareceu de novo? Eu quero ler, pô.
Now, which way is the common room?
É pra baixo? Vamos pra baixo então. Pega! Ele? Pra onde que é, mano? Caralho! Tô ficando maluco? Como é que eu fui pra baixo e voltei pro meu mesmo quarto, mano? Que loucura, mano! dá pra pular daqui? Ai, que piada. Caralho, minha trança tá bolada, filho.
Can't imagine starting new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Introduce yourself to... Caralho! Que isso, doido?
Nelly,
They'll do anything.
It'll be the next butterbeer. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
You must be able to get away with anything.
The opposite, actually. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Pô, o vento vem direto aqui, pô, na minha cara lá, ele. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, doidão.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth,
Nice to meet you, Gareth.
thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Pô, não pode me chamar de Lucas não? Qual foi? Foi a tua, filho.
Hogwarts is not the same since Black took over.
Ô, doidão.
Lucky for us, we have
Sai daí, pô.
I hope the professor catches her this
could
time.
arrive any moment.
Ô. Sai daí, porra. Vai cair daí,
Wait,
cara.
that's not right. I really thought I had it.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally.
Why is this not working? Ugh!
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we
Tenho
arrived.
estado com ele, né?
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Valeu, obrigado. Ô, doidona. Qual foi? Vai falar comigo não?
I hope the professor catches her this time.
I just want to be the top of the first
Bora,
day.
filha. Só preciso falar contigo, porra. Desce daí,
Shame
caralho.
you weren't born with wings, Nelly.
I
I'm
used to
sure
write to
you
my
use
parents
them.
every week.
Ô,
Nelly was
filha
not
da
anything
puta.
like attention.
Nelly, please get down. A professor could arrive any moment.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly
Tá
safe.
maluca, filha? Desce daí, cara.
Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again.
Qual foi,
Put
mano?
things
Boa
in
tarde, tamo
perspective.
junto.
Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
Vou tá com as lives aí, entendeu?
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly
Agora fazendo no YouTube
I've heard
também.
rumors about what happened to you on your way to
Porque,
Hogwarts.
pô, eu
Is it
gosto muito
true?
do YouTube.
About the dragon?
Não entendi o que ela falou. Ah, ela falou do dragão aí, que ontem eu fiz... Ontem não, né? Anteontem eu fiz live aí, porra. Eu joguei uns 30 minutinhos e aconteceu um bagulho do dragão lá.
It's true. I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts.
Qual foi? Quem tá aí no chat aí, mano? Me fala se tá dando pra me ouvir e se tá dando pra ouvir o game maneiro, legal. Que, porra, eu fiquei aqui nos primeiros 30 minutos de live só tentando ajeitar o áudio, mano.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with
Valeu,
all the
João.
strange
Obrigado, mano.
hallways and rooms in the
Obrigado, valeu.
castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale
Quero voar
the
na
next
vassoura
tower.
lá, ele.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
A minha trança, como tá?
Have you ever wondered
Chaves.
how Alpha Red lived their life?
E ele? Tem que entrar aqui mesmo? Que loucura.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of
Faladeira do
Magical
caralho.
Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Calma, doidona, tô vendo aqui. Porra, viado. Eu vi, mano, eu vi hoje. Eu tô ansioso, mano. Quero ver o que
The
vai
guide will give you
fazer,
opportunities
né?
to practice your magic
Como é
and
que se diz?
educate yourself about
Pra lançar na
wizarding lore.
Netflix, mano, tem que ser mais de 30 minutos, mano. Os caras lançar pra ser um vídeo de 1 minuto
I
é
certainly
foda.
would have
Eu quero ver a
appreciated
gameplay,
something
mano.
like the field guide when I was a
Mano, eu
student.
ia comprar, tá
Using the
ligado?
guide will
Aqui.
also train.
Deixa eu mostrar aqui rapidinho. Cadê? Eu ia comprar, só que Caralho, cadê? Só que eu descobri que não vai ter... Na verdade, eu ia esperar. Só que eu descobri que não vai ter CD físico, mano. Aí eu falei, pô, mano, não é possível que não vai ter CD físico, mano. Aí eu vou... Como é que se diz? Vou comprar, né? Mas eu não quero Standard, eu quero a outra. Ultimate Edition. Não vou comprar agora, né, também, mas... Tá aí, ó. Os caras lançaram a Netflix. Tem que ser um bagulho bolado. Tem que ser uma gameplay, porra, pica, filho. Pô, mas vamos ver, né? Mano, pra tu ver.
Do keep up.
O bagulho é tão antigo do GTA que nós tava na escola ainda, viado. Quando lançou o GTA V. Eu lembro de jogar e nós estudava junto ainda, mano.
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor
Pra tu ver
Barufio.
quanto tempo passou, mano.
Simply cast
Ele colocou nessa
Revelio
coisa.
on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Qual foi? Porra, como é que eu collecto aqui, mano? Caralho, mano.
Revelio.
Ah. Você tá burro. Pô, papo reto, mano. É que como? Deixa eu mostrar aqui do lado aqui. É que atrás, meu cenário não tá tão cenário, tá ligado? Mas aqui do lado aqui, ó. Porra, tem mapa. Não sei se dá pra ver. Tem um bagulho de taekwondo ali. Tem mapa. Do outro lado aqui, deixa eu mostrar também. Do outro lado aqui, ó. Tem Red Dead. Pô, por isso que eu queria, tá ligado? Bagulho físico, mano. Porque, pô, é a memória também, né? Calma aí, deixa eu ajeitar aqui. Caralho, fudi com tudo, mano. Queria um bagulho físico, tá ligado? Pra, pô, ter a lembrança, né? O bagulho demorou tanto tempo, mano, pra chegar e agora vai vir sem bagulho físico. Deixa eu ver, tem um bagulho aqui que eu lembrei, mas esqueci ao mesmo tempo. Vai sair que dia? Dia 19, mano. Ó que loucura. Dia 19, na verdade dia 17, eu vou pra Califórnia. Porque tem um Camp Flog, tá ligado? É um festival. Aí eu vou voltar no dia 20. Então eu não vou nem conseguir jogar nas primeiras horas. Porque eu vou estar na Califórnia. Não vou querer levar meu videogame. Porra, tem que tirar o setup aqui todinho pra... O quê? Tem que tirar o setup aqui todinho pra fazer a porra de jogar. E não vai ter internet e tal. Festival, não vou querer ficar muito, porra, levar videogame. Mas eu vou conseguir jogar lá pro dia 20. Dia 21. Sem contar que eu vou ter que trabalhar, né? Eu não entendi porra nenhuma disso aqui. Mas vamos lá, né?
Clever, isn't it?
Revelio.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Mano, que joguinho mais legal, mano. Falei legal. Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Vou te falar, legal, não tô gostando muito desse jogo não, mano. Meio chato, mano. Não entendi, mano. Tá, já entendi. E agora como eu saio disso, mano?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Protego!
Fala tu, viado, dá o papo, tá fazendo o que hoje em dia da vida, mano? Tá trabalhando com o quê?
Our King's Cross Station, so to speak.
Ele tem que ter muito. Ele tem que ter muita paciência. Eu já joguei só o início do PS4, mas como não está rodando muito bem, talvez jogue muito bem. Não, mas você tá falando o quê? O GTA? Ou esse aqui, Harry Potter? Ah, mano, te fala legal.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to...
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Ah, tá, me liguei. Ele tem que ter muita paciência. Eu jogo nisso, mas como não vou dar muito bem, talvez eu jogue. Ah, mano, tem que ter paciência mesmo. Porque, porra,
Speak of the devil,
mano.
Professor Fig.
Nem o Red Dead é tão lento assim.
Oh? Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's
Mano, eu tô
path,
jogando esse
Professor.
jogo porque
Rather unfortunately,
eu
it would
fui na
seem that it
GameStop,
chose
que é um bagulho
us.
que vende
Very
jogo,
well.
videogame, esse bagulhozinho.
Enough chit-chat. I need
E
to
tinha
get to
promoção,
class
tá
myself.
ligado?
Might I rely
4
on you,
jogos por
Professor
$20.
Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Aí esse
Thank you.
jogo tava na promoção. Eu comprei Call of Duty também,
luck today.
lá que eu não lembro.
And remember to
Comprei um
use
jogo lá de
your
terror que a
field
Ana
guide.
queria, minha
It will
esposa, e
be
um outro lá que eu não
invaluable
lembro
to
também.
you. And invaluable
A
to
máfia
me,
tá aqui na minha
as I'll
frente.
be
ali.
using it to keep up to
Se
date
pá,
on
vou
your
começar a jogar
progress.
máfia, porque
Yes,
esse
Professor.
jogo aqui só Deus
Come
viu.
and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those...
Wish I could see what Hogwarts looks like tonight.
Caralho, mano, só conversa, mano.
Professor. And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today. Before... Did I hear you and...
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. We don't know where this path we've embarked
Os cara
upon
não
will
para
lead.
de falar.
It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now,
mano,
sounds
só
like you've
só
quite a
compra
day
quando tá em
ahead,
promoção,
with
mano.
classes and a trip to
Que, pô,
Hogsmeade for supplies,
muito caro.
including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an
O único
exceptional
jogo que eu vou comprar
craftsman and a good
mesmo
friend. I shall
sem ser
reach out
promoção
when
é
I
o
have
GTA,
more
mano, que é
information about
exceção,
our
né?
mysterious
Mas tirando
locket.
isso,
For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
deixa eu abrir o Discord aqui.
Muggle school is so dull compared to Hogwarts. I'd imagine. Never been to a Muggle school myself. Why was the difference with the common room and the dungeon? So dreary. Perhaps that's the point.
Ah, tá.
Me. Feeling a bit nostalgic about leaving one day. Rumour has it there's a secret passage leading to Hogsmeade, but I haven't found it. Probably for the best. I'd be at the Three Broomsticks all day.
Olha a Diri. Ei. Mano, os caras te mandando uma rola no grupo, viado. Sério, mano. Tipo,
Meu Deus.
eu não tenho nem o que falar sobre isso, mano.
Vamos lá, né? Fazer a missão. Será que já dá pra eu abrir aqui? Ih, abriu.
Revelio.
Qual foi? The few going map shows the professor classes in low section. I could get lost in the castle. I might need to. Aí, esse bagulho aqui não tem como eu pegar?
Revelio.
Pô, eu nunca joguei Máfia não, mano. Tá escrito aqui, Máfia definir... Caralho, meu inglês tá foda. Definir... Caralho, mano, vai tomar no cu. Ah, mano, foda-se. Edition. Máfia Edition. Definitive. Ah, agora eu consegui.
Revelio.
This painting depicts the young orphan wizard Elias, whose families saved his entire village from an arm of dementors. The Dark Wizard by Conjure Mouse. Ok.
Revelio.
Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such animals. Not sure he's in at the present.
Sai da frente, pô. Sai da frente, alemão, que o bonde vai passar. Ele? Qual foi? Não vai abrir não? Ô, viado.
Revelio.
Qual foi desses aí?
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters.
Ó, lancei o Leviosa, filho.
Levioso.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Pô, mano, eu sei que não é o assunto aqui, mas um bagulho que eu vi que tu deve ter visto já, que eu gostei pra caralho, foi Homem-Aranha, mano. Tu viu Homem-Aranha? Pica.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Leviosa. Ele, o que eu faço agora? Tá, uso R2 e aí?
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise... is a weak... Good. Now, the basic cast.
Break through the yellow shoes.
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Levioso. Leviosa! Leviosa!
Ah, já fiz o Leviosa e agora?
Protego! Leviosa!
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Qual que é o basic cast?
Protego! Leviosa!
Good. Now, the basic cast.
Tá, qual que é o basic?
Protego! Leviosa!
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Leviosa!
This should be easy.
Protego! Leviosa!
Protego. Complicated.
Leviosa!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Leviosa!
I do enjoy lively duel. Don't all my students would escape.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Se fudeu, rapaz.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again.
Protego!
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Protego. Bora, rapaziada. Sai da minha frente. Qual foi? Dá
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Nice work.
Ficou boladão?
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Leviosa. Revelio.
Do you find yourself taking certain ways past
Sai da frente. Ele qual foi?
Revelio.
You've made your point! I cannot do this for all eternity! It was an accident! I'm sorry, I'm sorry!
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa. Lumos. Leviosa. Lumos.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Mais conversa, mano. Dá-lhe conversa, mano. Puta que pariu.
Here. Behind you. There's an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm.
Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Excellent control there.
Ai, mega.
That's it! Splendid! Don't lose your composure. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Bora, filhão.
Let us see this.
Minha vez, vamos.
Accio.
Ah, segura, filho.
Very good.
50 pontos.
Here we go.
Vai. Sai da frente.
That is how it's done.
Sai da frente. Ah, mano. Loucura.
Be sharp. There we go.
Vacina, perdeu o jogo.
Accio.
Não, não, não!
Stay focused.
Ah, caralho, mano. Que vacilo. Não, quero jogar de novo. Qual foi? Revanche.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
Pega, porra! Caralho. Mas é a mídia, porra.
Watch this.
Bate, 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 bate.
Yes!
Sou eu, vem. Vem minha bola. Ele, rapaz. Não!
Happens to the best of us.
Minha bola ia bater na dela, mano.
Be sharp. There we go.
Mano, uma vacilação. Não vou conseguir ganhar.
Accio.
Ah, cara.
Oh, dear.
Que é isso, mano? Porra, mano. Vai tomar no cu, mano. Que raiva, mano.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Não, é o dão caralho, filho. Perdi essa porra, mano. Mano, cu.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Quando é que vai aparecer o Harry Potter?
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly. I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as... And then it just materialized before me. This enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well,
You'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Porra. Olha a próxima missão. Talk. Caralho, mano, não paro de falar, mano. Que isso?
A word, if you would.
Vai, fala
You
aí,
wanted
mas...
to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to it.
What?
What?
After my brother learned the
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Os caras não param de conversar, mano.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Sou, dá o papo.
Revelio. Protego. Levioso.
Esse vagabundo sempre mexe a perna quando passa. Lá vai eu conversar mais, mano.
Awful when they ask you a question, though.
Accio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
E o cara ainda se chama Dick.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent. I see.
I'm not...
You shall...
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well.
I'd like to...
Caralho, mano. Aí. Eu vou parar de jogar esse jogo. Não é possível.
What are you up to now?
Ah, there you are.
Marca conversa.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The fix... as an...
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can...
I'll start on the task right away. Revelio. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is. Accio! Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Caralho, que porra é essa?
Revelio.
If someone gets struck by a cursed broom, we do hope it's you. Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 14.
Accio.
Don't get too...
Revelio. Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone...
I'm sorry, the... Gobstone?
Sound...
Do you have any Haven't you any? I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help.
Bicho burro, mano.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed.
Protego! Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
Mano, com todo respeito, foda-se. Vou mais essa porra não, mano. Que bagulho chato, mano. Ver um vídeo aqui, tá ligado? Esse é o vídeo. Reagir ao videozinho. Ai, videozinho. Ele. Aí eu aí, ó. No eterno loop. Videozinho. Ai, videozinho. Alô, alô, alô. Aí eu aí, ó. No eterno loop. Alô, alô, alô. Caralho, nós tá reagindo à live da live, mano. Olha que loucura. A live da live, mano. Alô, alô, alô. Aí eu aí, ó. E ele entrou em loop? Qual foi? Mash addiction? That's crazy.
For the next
Pô, é esse vídeo que eu queria ver, mano.
12 gauge bang. Bang. That's how you lost your.
Pô, mas 43.
12 gauge bang. Bang. That's how you lost your leg? Yeah, that's how I lost my leg. Oh.
Caralho, que loucura, doidão. Calma aí.
So I noticed your tattoos.
Oh yeah. My tattoos, they represent a lifestyle that I've been in since I was a kid.
So these little kids are gangbanging.
That's what they be saying.
There's not a bad child. There's one that just hasn't been reached.
What's happening around here?
Not much, a lot of killings, I guess.
Calma aí, calma aí. Opa. Dentro da mais violenta não. Dentro da mais violenta reserva de índios na América. Obrigado, vó, por ter pago o cursinho de inglês. Não vou falar o nome, né? Porque os caras não patrocinam. Ah, vamos reagir aí. Quem entende inglês entende. Quem não, sai da live.
A young boy shot himself a day ago.
The Rosebud Reservation is home to the Lakota Sioux. The people here face a battle on multiple fronts.
Mano, é muito louco pensar que, tipo assim, a gente veio do índio, mano. É engraçado falar isso, mas a gente veio do índio, mano. E o índio americano. Yes, I'm seeing the chat. Yes, I'm seeing the chat. O índio americano não é igual ao índio brasileiro, mano. É uma loucura, tá? É totalmente diferente, filho. Totalmente. Sim. Yes, I'm seeing. Yes, I'm seeing the chat. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you, my friend?
They are geographically isolated, there are little to no jobs, there is crushing poverty, and there's an addiction epidemic where local law enforcement estimates that over 60% of the population is hooked on meth, alcohol, or both. On top of that, they face an urgent fight to preserve.
Mano, e outro bagulho que é loucura também, muito americano é viciado em álcool, mano. Tem muito alcoólico nos Estados Unidos, mano.
Their culture that has almost been erased. But folks, if you know anything about the Lakota, you know that historically they've proven themselves to be incredibly tough. After all, they faced the full might of the US military, they've survived extreme brutality, countless betrayals and broken treaties, and against all odds, they still stand. So today we take you where few cameras have ever been. You'll see inside the sacred ceremonies, witness the daily struggles, and hear the stories of those fighting for a better future.
Caralho, lugar longe pra caralho.
Folks, we're in a very remote country right now. This is the land that the natives would refer to as the Great Plains, and we're on our way to the Rosebud Reservation in South Dakota. Now, two words come up when I've researched this place: rough and resilient. Rough because of the treatment of the U.S. government for centuries on this people group. Rough because of the job opportunities and the living conditions, but resilient because there's...
Pô, as condições de vida devem ser difíceis mesmo, porque, porra, lugar no meio do nada.
People here actively trying to build a better future for their community and retain the culture that made them great in the first place. So we're gonna dive into this, we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna bring you into the Rosebud Reservation. I think it's very interesting how much Chicago gang culture has impacted this area, and look no further than this. So let's see how many times we see evidence. So look, OTF, that's Little Dirk's rap squad. One house right here. Boom.
Caralho, no meio do nada os caras tá bagulho de gangue, mano. OTF.
I see it again, right up here. This house, OTF. Here. And then look again. Here. It's just pretty crazy how much a little town in South Dakota, the kids idolize Chicago gangster rappers. What's happening around here?
Not much, a lot of killings, I guess. A young boy shot himself a day ago. And I don't know why he did it. He's a dad. He was from St. Francis, probably 1920. A lot of negativity around here, and I don't like it.
What do you think it is to get momentum back?
We need more things for the kids to do around here. There's really nothing here, and that's kind of got everybody in the mood to doing what they're doing, drinking, doing drugs, and it's pretty sad around here.
So I noticed your tattoos.
Oh yeah. My tattoos, they represent a lifestyle that I've been in since I was a kid. Never had a family, like close family. So I looked to the streets and this is where I became and I found my purpose.
Can you break down the gang structure in Rosebud? Who runs what?
The GDs, we got the higher numbers, and there's Crips, Southsiders, and some TBs.
Caralho, como é que tem Creep, Southsiders, GDs, tudo nesse espacinho pequeno?
Z-Cats.
Which TBZ used to be one of the more powerful gangs, right?
Yeah, over in Pine Ridge in that type of way. Some people don't have structure, and the older ones, we try to teach them about the right way and productive way of doing things. Like
gangbang.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of these kids are being raised by their grandparents.
Oh yeah. The younger kids and the babies are getting raised by the grandparents because the mother or the father is always either doped up or they're drinking. They don't look at their children how they should be looking and supporting them.
So it's really a combination of a lot of parents not stepping up, but then also having an overwhelming addiction that takes them out of the picture.
Yeah.
What was your childhood like?
It wasn't the best, but I'm here. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, and I've been in and out of jail, and I got misdirected.
What's your plan going forward?
I just want to do more positive things in my community. I've helped around in this community, Lower Swift Bear, Horse Creek, around here in this White River town I've helped.
So we're outside a soup kitchen. It's about to open up. We got somebody, Laquita, who invited us here and is going to bring us in and show us around. But around America, food kitchens are picking up. I mean, when I drive around Milwaukee, there's lines around the corner, and the need for it is heightened. And especially in an area like this, it's even more. Interested to see what they got on the menu, what they're serving people, and how people are surviving out here. Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to
Tommy,
meet you.
how are you?
So all these buildings are ours, obviously. This is our, it's called a warm welcome, but it's our soup kitchen. You guys can come back here.
What do we got cooking today? We got some cheeseburgers.
Yeah, cheeseburgers, cookout food, basically.
You've been doing this for
Olha a qualidade desse cheeseburger, mano.
3 years, you said?
No, I've been volunteering here since middle school, but this is the first year that I'm actually getting paid for it. My dream, one thing I really want to do in this life is start and run my own nonprofit. I kind of started from volunteering here, but now I get to like kind of shadow the director and see the ins and outs of it, so I know a lot more with their social interactions. I want to focus on that.
Calma aí que eu vou no banheiro, mano, eu preciso. Voltei, rapaziada. Calma aí. Mané, AI viewers do caralho, porra. Se liga.
Rehabilitation programs where it's less judgmental, and obviously still stuff like this. Want to make sure we still have like a soup kitchen and everything. So this is Charles.
I'm Charles.
Nice to meet you. Tell me a little bit about what drives you every day.
Being able to help the people. It don't happen much around here these days anymore, and I'm happy to be able to be a part of it.
How many people do you serve on a weekly basis?
We work to 100 people a day, so 400 people a week, and that's off of donations and stuff like that.
How far are we from the nearest Walmart?
Hour and a half.
So Laquita, how old are you?
I'm 21.
And how is dating around here?
I don't date around here.
No?
You don't want to date your cousin, so. So this is our boutique. You can see the name. It's open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We sell things from like hygiene bags. They got shirts, you got all the clothes, but we also have things like blankets. We have mattresses we sell. We get a lot of stuff from Amazon. For the most part, boxes will be open and stuff. But if something like intrigues you, how it looks on the outside, you will sometimes have to like grab it and look around about what it really is. And it's just like a bunch of random things. Like this was $1. We try to keep everything very affordable. Like people could even buy it with a bunch of, I say like change, which I think is very helpful.
So a good selection, because from what I understand, some people have to drive far away if they want to get this anywhere else.
Yeah.
I'm Sunny.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So we are a nonprofit organization. We have our soup kitchen, we have our thrift shop. We also have a food pantry across the road. We also do small home repairs, emergency home repairs out in the communities.
What kind of jobs are available here? If I moved here and wanted to get hired, how good are my chances to get something?
Well, you are on a reservation, right? We have our tribal facility that, you know, there's tons of jobs there. The school districts, the food, we have Bowie's Food Center, like the dollar store, a few businesses in town, the bank. So those provide opportunity for work. Our reservations spread out into communities, so it's hard for people without transportation to get to those work sites. That's a struggle for our people here.
What is the access to healthcare around here?
It's free. And then right now, like our women with children, they have to deliver elsewhere because we don't have the facilities to accommodate their needs here.
How far does someone have to go?
Right now it'd be Valentine, that's about 32 miles.
The Rosebud Reservation has some of the highest poverty rates you'll find in the country, and local reports put the joblessness rate at over 80% of the adult population. The Lakota have a gigantic, almost 1 million acre reservation, but it is incredibly remote and isolated. The nearest major airport is over 200 miles away, and if someone wants to get basic groceries at Walmart or go give birth at a hospital, it is a 2 or 3 hour drive. The vast majority of jobs here are government jobs, working for the tribal council or as a police officer or a jail guard. There's really not much else here. You see, money earned on the res is typically spent off the reservation, and this creates a cycle where money is constantly flowing away from Rosebud, and you're left with an economy where most people live in deep poverty. So we're meeting up with our next guy in the town of Parmalee. Population 562. And let's see what he has to show us. How's it going, brother? Good to meet you. What you got going on over here?
So, we did this. This is the addition we did. This is the early head start.
How long you been in construction for?
Like 1.5 years.
And before this, you were in the Army?
Yeah. So we did everything, the wiring, the sheetrock. We just put these in today. Now we're just painting it. We had to put a cross beam in here, and then this beam, we had to put this in so that way there's support. It's coming along.
How long were you in the military for?
I was in the Army for 7.5 years.
What'd you think of it?
It was fun. Honestly, it was probably an experience that most kids at such an early age should probably go out and do, because it teaches you how to live on your own, teaches you how to be independent, know what it's like to be in the real world instead of, you know, just growing up in a small place like this. It's just so easy to get sucked into drugs and alcohol around here, and gangs and violence, and that's what a lot of people kind of resort to. Then when they don't go, when they find themselves in a bad spot, then it tends to lead to, you know, them taking their own lives.
the housing setup like? Do people own their houses? Are they renting these houses?
So a lot of them are SWA houses, which is kind of like our housing that we have around here. If you get on the list or whatever, you want to get on the list, you go through them.
So I'm trying to understand the cost of living here. What does it cost to rent and live
those
here?
ones are like for like the old people. Like this one I think is like 500. And it all depends on what you got, because they got them like this. They got these duplexes.
That's not where Savannah Standing Bear's family is, isn't it? I saw in the...
Yeah, that's where they live. That's our convenience store, that little thing you passed.
You want to go in?
We can, yeah.
Hello.
Most of these people don't got a working vehicle. The closest town they'd have to go to is Rosebud or Mission to get their groceries.
So this is just a res is a tough place to live a healthy life, just given the selection you got. But I've been reading some stuff.
Pô, eu moro em Las Vegas, né? Aí eu não sei muito bem, mas eu fui um lugar que... Las Vegas, pra quem não sabe, é no meio do deserto, né? Eu fui passar uns dias num lugar aqui que era uma cidadezinha bem pequena, mano, também. E era tudo assim, mano. Bagulho longe, mercado longe, uns barzinhos pique country antigo, tá ligado? Meio que os malucos chamam de saloon. Pique Red Dead, mano. Tanto que eu falei com a Ayana, caralho, parece Red Dead, mano. Os bagulho tudo longe, filho. Eu fiquei no Airbnb, mano. Era maneirinho. Mas, pô, tudo...
Studies recently that said that this is all consumer choice. Like, people want to make money. So if there was healthy food that was flying off the shelf, of course it would be stocked, which is harder for me to wrap my head around. Like, this is like some CIA's winning type of snack right here. Blue Takis. This is just how people are living, how people are surviving here. Oh, look. I wanted to draw attention to this. So she's been missing for over a year now. Holy shit.
It's pretty scary. Some res mutts.
Tom.
Junior.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Your daughter's the sign that we were just looking at, the $5,000 reward.
Yes,
Savannah Standing Bear.
it's 10,000 now. Quarter mile up that dirt road. She walks out the screen door, camera, talking to someone 6 in the morning at dark, and goes out the door talking to somebody, comes down here somewhere. They see her a couple times. 2 miles, it's called He Dog School, just to west of here. Her phone last pinged. You could see it turn off. He Dog School, farmer's field. Her phone pings there and goes dead. That's where we started 15 months ago. Nothing.
Do you have any leads? You think you know
we
what
had
happened?
all kinds of leads. We're still looking.
What keeps you going?
Me, because she wouldn't give up on me. Sometimes I hear her. They make fun of me for keep going, but that's my baby, you know. Yep.
O vídeo lá embaixo. Tá louco.
Why do you think so many people go missing around here?
I'm not saying every situation, but majority of them has to do with like drugs, you know, the cartel, stuff like that.
So that's a conspiracy I've heard on native reservations, that a lot of them think that there's really involvement from the cartel. Would you say that's a verified thing, or is that a conspiracy?
You guys may pass them every now and then and you won't even know.
And they use this as what?
They just use this as a way to get their drugs out. And like I said, people would either fall to drugs or they'll fall to alcoholism and it'll end up in poverty. This is our tribal headquarters. This is all the business gets done. So this is the valley. Now this is where like a lot of the drugs and stuff go on. Look at everybody's yard. Everybody will have the same house, same yard size, but just look at who wants to take care of theirs and who doesn't. I helped with that house up there on the left at the corner where that gold car's at. We'll drive around. I did the other one behind it. Then you got, you know, like these are nice.
O bagulho que é muito maneiro aqui nos Estados Unidos é como a construção é feita, mano. E como é. Os caras faz. A câmera tá aqui, perdão. Faz muito rápido, mano. Tipo assim, dependendo de quem tá fazendo, mano. O nego levanta uma casa em uma semana, mano. Loucura.
These guys take care of their yard.
Não que a casa vai ficar pronta tudo em uma semana, mas a estrutura da casa em uma semana.
All boarded up.
Vai levantar plywood. Tá drywall.
If anybody knows anything about policies and acts imposed by the U.S. government, it's the Native American. Our culture has been through a drastic change with less than 150 years. The first things they wanted to do was give us names. Smith, Jones, Johnson, these, no. Trankawakua. I will chase after the big one. I will chase after that big buffalo. Tranka is huge, Wakua means I will pursue the big one. That is my Lakota name. And so they came, and officers would tell their companies saying, you're not doing anything today. Take your squad of soldiers, you see that buffalo herd over there? Kill them off. Sir, that's not our orders. Hell with those orders. I gave you an order, you get out there, you kill that buffalo. And so they went and they started to slaughter, killed, mercilessly killing millions and millions and millions of buffalo.
I want you to imagine a foreign military force systematically trying to destroy your food supply, burning down your grocery stores, murdering all of our livestock, knowing if they could do this, they would make us easier to control if we are starving. Well, that's what happened to the Lakota tribe. You see, the Great Plains were once home to an estimated 60 million buffalo. And for context today, we feed a country of a massive population on just 27 million cows. For the Lakota Sioux, the buffalo was everything. Their food, their homes, their clothes, and their tools. To crush the independence of the tribes, the U.S. military encouraged the mass extinction of the buffalo, and by 1889, the massacre was so great that the buffalo was almost extinct. This story is key to understanding what the Lakota people have been up against, and to me, it's an ugly part of American history that I think we all should know.
And so we are finding that they're coming back, just as we are. My grandfather always reminded me, I am Lakota. And if they punish you in the boarding school for speaking the language, you endure it. Each and every time I speak to you in Lakota, you will speak back to me in Lakota. So I was able to retain this history. Sadly today, we must do it in classrooms. But to experience it, you've got to live it.
What does it mean to be Lakota to you?
Sense of responsibility. I went to the local BIA boarding school in 1960. We were pretty much raised without mothers and fathers. In that sense, emotional, it was a real cold environment. And I also remember there was a young boy there. His name was Douglas. One thing about Douglas was he spoke Lakota. He would get his hands spanked because he spoke Lakota. She would have Douglas lay under her desk and she would kick off her high heels, and then she would put her feet on Douglas's back. And it's sad because I think we waste so much time. If we forgave, then I think we could enjoy, what life we have. If we teach our children strength in their thinking, then they can resist all those other evils.
You are about to see one of the wildest apartment complexes I've ever seen in my life. But first, give me 60 seconds to tell you about the sponsor of today's episode. Folks, let me ask you this. If you're doing interviews on public streets, people are coming up to see if you...
Over here on the old...
All right, folks, back to the video.
Okay, so when we're going to Sunrise, so like I told you, I grew up in the foster care system, so I stayed with the family over here on the old side, so there's two sides to it. On the right side I'm going to take you is the older part where the office is, and that's where I stayed, and that's actually, I've seen 4 dead bodies in my lifetime on this just mission. And that was the first time I ever saw one, and RIP, his name was Isaac Larvey, and he just hung himself from the tree. And I remember we stayed a couple doors down from him, and I was spending the night with one of his like cousins or something, and I just remember people screaming, and he looked out the window and he's just like hanging from the tree.
That's such a crazy thing for a 7-year-old to have to witness.
Yeah, I've definitely been through a lot. I feel like a lot of people look down on those of us who don't grow up necessarily always on the reservation or experiencing the poverty part of it because I got adopted by a white lady. But I feel like at the end of the day, being a true Lakota warrior is like what we're all about. And if you actually are a warrior, that means being a warrior when you're off your reservation, when you're not around your people and you still hold your values. So this is Sunrise.
Holy shit, this place is rough, huh? And this is about to get shut down, right?
Yeah, oh my gosh, the building burned down. That's crazy. So it was this building and it was a tree over here on this side. This is the old side where I grew up.
Who runs Sunrise?
You have GDs, Crips, Southsiders, and like it's just a various of cliques and groups together.
So these little kids are gangbanging.
That's what they be saying.
I heard from Isaiah, who you just met earlier, when this was first built, this was like the high-end shit. Like everyone was pumped to be here.
That's what I thought initially too, and then slowly I would come back and I just, yeah. But I still know a lot of good people who live here. Like I have an aunt who lives on the other side. I remember like we used to let our my little cousins, like we would obviously have to sit out here with them, but we used to let them like play at the playground. I play basketball over here. Like it really wasn't like what's happening right now.
So you basically had the mix of two cultures. You got to grow up in a white area, you got to grow up here.
Yeah, and on both cultures, like I really got hate once like they found out that I was even just gonna help show you people. Like everybody's just so judgmental, which obviously means they're only judging themselves, which I think we should stop.
Tell me about life right now. Are you from Sunrise?
Yeah. Oh, no, but I'm mostly around here sometimes.
You're turning 18 tomorrow? Yeah. So it was new pretty much when you were a baby, and now look at it now.
It's been hard, you know. I clearly see the buildings get burnt down when they're abandoned, you know. A lot of these apartments are abandoned, you know. A lot of people don't live in them, and it's just sad to see, really.
But like, what do you think got these buildings from brand new to beat to hell that quick?
Drugs and alcohol.
How's it going? What's up to meet you, bro? How you doing, brother?
We're good, bro.
What's your name?
My name's Tom Hart.
Nice to meet you.
Tommy G and Mission.
I'm just a little chump, but I did make it out here.
And it's Sunrise, bro. What the fuck? This nigga, of all places, you wanna come to Sunrise, bro? Got shot at 12 gauge, bro. Bang.
That's how you lost your leg?
Yeah, that's how I lost my leg.
Holy.
Blasted with 12 gauge. Damn, bro, Tommy G and fucking Sunrise.
Have a good one, guys. I see, built about 20 years ago, now is being condemned. What do you make of that situation?
Our people have lost responsibility of knowing who they are. Those young ones that came out of the boarding school, they didn't get to spend time at home with the grandparents, with their parents, and receive those teachings on how you do bring up children, how to raise a family. But they didn't know how to raise children. They don't know how to talk to these children. They don't know how to guide them because everything was taken in the boarding schools, not knowing how to take care of themselves or their homes.
Hello.
How are ya?
I'm fine.
Meet Delilah. She's a resident that uses her Facebook to keep people updated about all the wild stuff that happens at the Sunrise Apartments. In a span of about 3 weeks, she posted about a woman getting attacked by a bat, a gang fight, a woman getting shot, and a stabbing. Okay, so I hear you're a news reporter of such.
Well, I just see things happen out here, and when I see it, I post it, you know, try to call the cops or, you know, something get done, but nothing gets done. I lived here for 18 years, and I just can't believe it gotten this bad.
How long ago was it new?
When I moved over here, this was back in 2007. These were new.
So what happened here?
Started breaking into the apartments when people would move out, and we had so much mismanagement here. Nobody would come and fix them up. And
who owns this place?
Costello.
So it seems like a mixture of things happening. On one end, they're not sending maintenance people fast enough, but on the other end, they're dealing with the population that's kind of causing a lot of damage too.
Yeah. And we already went to all these apartments. They already stole all the copper, broke the walls down. Here's this. These are guys stealing a refrigerator out of here, look.
A guy stealing a refrigerator? How much can you make off the copper in a fridge, you think?
I don't know, but I found a bag of copper here about 2 years ago. I gave it to my son, so he took it to the recycling. He got 30 bucks out of that little bag. That was this past summer too. It was a grass fire that got started by a firecracker.
This feels like a Grand Theft Auto Boondocks episode where like almost anything can happen in a way.
This is what happened. They ran into this building before it burned down. Yeah.
Wait. Someone drove their car through this?
Yeah.
So do you feel safe?
No.
So is there much available housing right now?
No.
It's not that fair when they're trying to kick everybody out of here right away without giving them a place to go.
Yeah.
Just saying, you know, you can't stay here, but figure it out on your own. Well,
Yeah.
It's just like, what do you want them to do?
Yeah.
How many people do you think still live here?
They said there were 66 of us in here.
What does it cost to live here?
Well, I was paying $240 for rent, but as of January of this year, I quit paying rent.
How long have you lived here?
My mama moved us back since '96.
And how did this go from a new development to completely beat to hell so quickly?
Under management, no credentials. People I had that got kicked out of these houses that moved back into their houses just to have somewhere to live. Many of them were all related. This hood right here, all these communities on my tribe are all right here. We are all coming from
Johnny
Rosebud, Antelope, Spring Creek. I'm talking Palm Lee, Corn Creek. One form or another, Lakotas, we're all related in one form or another. So if you're gonna speak for us, then speak for us. Look what they do to us. You know how many broken apartments and people I helped go get water for while their fucking their lines were frozen? And they're like, Mama Kane, can you help? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'll be carrying jugs for them.
Folks, as of editing this video, we got news from locals that there was a massive fire at the Sunrise Apartments. Some are saying it's insurance fraud, others are saying it's tweakers. I don't know the full story, but what I do know is this is one of the wildest places I've ever seen. After this tour, I went to participate in a kids MMA class where Coach James, a Muay Thai and boxing practitioner, was going to be leading class.
So this is our new mega infrastructure that we're building.
Wow.
$30 million. Hi. Here's
Hey kids, how are ya?
Oh, Coach James will be coming. He's a coach too.
How are you guys? You ready to go today?
You'll sign her up today? Okay.
Tell us what we're looking at right now.
So this is, we're not fully open, we're just open for some programming right now. So this is one of 3 buildings to be built. We'll have 3 to 5-year-olds downstairs in our administrative offices upstairs. Our 3rd building that we are getting funding for will be right here. That'll hold a movie theater in an indoor kitchen. You see the lights right here. Eventually you'll see big old teepee lights up in the sky. In the back over there, we have 10 acres, which will be an outdoor classroom. And it's gonna mimic the Black Hills. So if you get a chance to go through the Black Hills, we have a lot of sacred sites that are really significant to the Lakota, and they will be built in that outdoor classroom. So they'll see Wind Cave, they'll see Devil's Tower, they'll see Black Elk Peak. We actually are going to build a 77-foot tunnel coming out of this building, and it's gonna mimic Wind Cave, and it'll pop up into the outdoor classroom.
With the goal of reconnecting to the culture.
Absolutely. The intention for all the buffalo robes is when the children are in here on, you know, getting story time, they're actually filling the buffalo relatives here.
There you go. Okay, get some space, then when y'all two go follow suit. Perfect. Good. All right. Long time, long time, long time. Good job. Good job. Hey, don't leave me hanging. All right, next one. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, from right here, we're going to side step, stretch it out, twice shuffle.
How long have you been doing this for?
Well, I've been teaching off and on, but I used to teach pro and amateur fighters a couple years ago. I used to have a gym downstairs in the Boys and Girls Club. All right, so we got a special guest, Tommy G right here, all right? So he's gonna jump in with the workout, okay, if he feels comfortable, okay?
I heard you train in Thailand?
Yep.
So you're a Muay Thai guy?
Yo, I'm mostly stand-up.
Muay Thai guys are tough as hell.
Yeah. So I did a couple of smoker fights there, and then I started with Phuket Top Team, and they're not there no more, I guess. So, but yeah, that's where I first started at. Spent there like 2 years. It was an experience, man.
So what motivates you to come here and do that?
Oh, here? Because they had nothing going like this year. And I could see a lot of things if this is around. If we had like a matted room like I did in the past, man, it was a great turnout, man. We had so many kids coming, even adults having classes. Had women's kickboxing, because there's not a lot of stuff here for the women also, you know? I mean, all the gyms here, like at the DPP, people go there, but there's not like a boxing or Muay Thai, like a gym where they can go in there and, you know, punch the bag, you know, that's That's therapy right there to me.
Folks, we have a big opportunity here. We are launching a GoFundMe to fully fit the Rosebud Reservation with an MMA gym. I encourage you to donate, and I
Wopila for this day, and thank you for everybody. Thank you for Tommy and his crew coming down and giving light to what we're going through here on Rosebud, Tugashla. I ask for health, help, and protection for everybody here, Tugashla. Watch over Tommy and his crew as they go and spend the rest of their time here in Sichungu, Makoche, Tugashla, and Wopila Tanka, Mudakyase.
We're already on a good streak with food here. The food truck was good. We have buffalo stew, which I'm gonna guess most people watching this have never tried buffalo stew. That's a nice broth. Beautiful. In the 1860s, the Lakota were forced onto a reservation and cut off from their food supply. They then had to survive off of minimal government rations of flour, lard, and salt. Out of this was born a struggle food that Indians around the country still love and eat today. That's what you see me eating right here, and it's a native food that I recommend you try. So I'm really wrestling with some of the things I'm seeing on the res right now. On one end, I feel very encouraged by the people leading the charge, leading MMA classes, doing the construction, planning out the multi-million-dollar build-outs. Those people I'm celebrating, and I'm very glad that we're covering. But I want to address the severe neglect that we see so many of these kids living through. I mean, you see teenagers trapping out of bandos. Where are the parents? You see kids dropping out of school early, young. Where are the parents? And if you think I'm being harsh, think about how you would look at your own spouse or your own brother if they were in this situation. There's a certain aspect of, with these people, multi-decade historical horror that they've had to suffer through. And I'll never fully understand that. So here today, we're doing something that I've been trying to do for years, which is a sweat lodge experience on a reservation. And the guy that we're staying at a hunting lodge nearby, and he's native, and he said, they try and get you so hot that you start hallucinating. And I'm a wrestler, I've spent a lot of time in saunas, cutting weight, doing things like that. I've never been that hot that I've hallucinated, so I'm actually a little bit nervous for this experience. But, I don't know, when I'm an old man and I've lived my life, like this is one of those things I'm gonna be glad that I tried or I did.
Yeah, we heat the rocks up and then we take them in. But so the first 7, so we can bring up the chair. Yeah, so you'll heat up the first 7, take them in, the first 7 individually. Then after you load in the first 7 individually, that's when you'll take in the rest of them. So in our culture, there's the 4 directions. There's multiple songs that come along with these ceremonies. There's a sweat lodge, and then there's a sun dance. But the sun dance, you can't record that, can't record any of that. But as soon as we load the pipe and everything, then that's the cameras are gonna have to go off. Like, but right now, you know, we're fine with how we are.
And you're a police officer.
Yep.
How's that going?
It's good, you know, especially so in my line of work, you know, this is kind of like where I go to, like, you know, I see a lot of deaths and deal with a lot of certain things, and this is more so to help like cleanse and purify and, you know, get rid of whatever negative, you know, it can be negative energy, or, you know, sometimes things follow people home. You know, people, you know, deal with things in a certain way, but this is my way of dealing with things.
What area do you patrol?
The whole res.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole res.
So from Sunrise, or the Mission, to Rosebud, to Parmalee.
To Norris.
Which would you say is the roughest patch of the res? Because we just were at Sunrise recently today.
Yeah, I'd say that area. That area is probably, it's pretty tough.
Just the way the sun is setting and the color of the sky, doesn't it feel like this is the perfect night for what we're doing?
Yeah, it is.
We're about to get started here. Cameras could out go during the sweat lodge, but I'll tell you about the experience afterwards, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
This is all connects to us as a people. That's what this all pertains to. The fire, the water, everything in here is connected to me, to you, to everybody else in here. That's what this is all connected to. I mean, what this is for, you know, a lot of people, sometimes they'll say, you know, oh, we're gonna burn you out, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but this right here is for you to pray. Kind of find that balance within yourself.
Quickly in here, shit got real. When the flap closed, the lodge became pitch black. And when my guy Hammer poured water on the lava stones, a ferocious wave of steam blasted us all inside. And I'm not gonna lie, at this point I was beginning to panic, and I considered army crawling for the door to get out, but just then the singing started.
The Sweat Lodge is a spiritual, profound reenactment of our Genesis. And who is there waiting for you? The Buffalo Nation that gave of itself. The Buffalo Skull is there.
A couple hours transpired, and in there, you have to realize that it gets pitch black in there. And then the steam hits, and my first instinct was to try and escape almost. Like, I was like, oh no. And then the singing kicks in, and then there's times of break where you're kind of just hoping the air leaks in, and then people are giving thanks and they're saying very kind things and profound things about each other. For people that have this in their backyard, let's get tuned up, man. This is a really cool experience to go through. And I think everything that can bring you back to your root is a good thing to do. Feeling very at ease and at peace, and feeling good under the South Dakota skies right now. So I think the night's gonna close out here, and we got some things for you in the morning you're gonna wanna see. We're about to meet up with a woman-led search and rescue team who has received new leads and information on where Savannah Standing Bear could be. And so we're going to search with them and see how that all goes. She's been missing for how long?
Since March of last year, I think it was the 25th was the last time she was seen. So a little over a year, almost a year and a half.
And what kind of leads do we have so far?
As of right now, not a lot. We go off of tips from the community. Some people reach out and give us little bits of information. We work closely with law enforcement, but as of right now, we don't really have a lot of information. What we do now is we go over our data from our previous searches, and we look at holes that maybe we missed or whatever, and we try to cover as much area as we can that way.
MMIW, or Murdered or Missing Indigenous Women, is a silent epidemic happening at Indian reservations across the country. In fact, Native women face some of the highest rates of sexual violence, abuse, and disappearance of any group in America. Today, we are joining a female-led volunteer search and rescue team to look for Savannah Standing Bear, a Parmalee Rosebud resident who went missing over a year ago. This might sound grim,
yeah.
But at this moment, are we looking for a body?
Of course, because we look at probabilities at this point. So she's been missing for over a year. So at some point, it turns into recovery versus rescue. I just want to pray to you that the search is in Savannah. We're looking for Savannah, and I pray that you protect us and keep us safe and keep us from injury. And I pray that the earth tells us or sends us messages, the animals, the trees. I pray that you're with us. Heavenly Father, thank you.
Why did Savannah change everybody here to go out and look for her?
I just know that I've met her family. I've met her father, her mother, her sister, and some of her relatives, and I just know that every day that they're hurting because she's not here.
I hope there's some closure.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you guys for coming. I hope it was informative. I know it was short, and there's just a lot that goes into it,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping, like I said, to expand within the next 5 years. A lot of goals.
Keep chipping away. That's all we can ever do.
Absolutely.
Take care.
All right, guys.
If anyone watching this has information that can help solve the case of Savannah Standing Bear, please hit my email at tommygmcgee123@gmail.com so I can get in contact with the correct people on the Rosebud Reservation. Thank you.
Made these. Look, this one has your name on it.
Thank you so much.
And then these ones are for the kids.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about it.
So we're doing a Lakota traditional art class, And I was leading the ribbon shirts and ribbon skirts.
We appreciate you making these. What is this made out of?
It's rawhide, and then this is
Well, these are like bones.
Yeah, bones.
Plastic bones. Traditionally, they used to be like out of real bones, but now we just use plastic.
Nice. Well, thank you.
Hey, this is for my brother Ty. He was killed a couple weeks ago, and there's a $10,000 reward to anyone who knows something about it.
That's one of the murders that's really shook the rise recently, huh?
Yeah.
One of the big, like,
He was the last person to die by gun violence and stuff.
I see that there's going to be orders to demolish Sunrise.
What I heard.
What do you think about that?
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Look at all these empty homes. Then we have a housing shortage. We have overcrowdedness. We have homeless. And this is just backwards. Instead of them coming and fixing it, letting them get burnt down. So there's even squatters. We just had my grandson murdered around the corner.
Are you Ty Valandra's grandma?
I'm one of his grandmothers. Yes.
Do you think they'll find who killed Ty?
They know who did. It's just a matter of time.
What can you tell us about Ty?
I was in high school, graduated, and then I have 4 grandsons. 2 of them graduated with it. The all-around good kid, man. So senseless, you know what I mean? I have a granddaughter this morning that they found in Rosebud. Suicide by hanging herself. And so, like, wow. Life on the res is what we make of it.
There's not a bad child. There's one that just hasn't been reached. You've got to reach out, whatever it takes to reach that child. We're here, and we're still here. And they told us we're always going to be here. Humanly, spiritually, we're going to be here.
Thank you for sharing.
You're very welcome.
Thanks for joining us on this Rosebud Reservation episode. I think reservations are these incredibly undercovered places in the country with so many stories to tell. And I'm looking to go back to Pine Ridge. I'm looking to go back to Rosebud. I want to go to Standing Rock. I want to go to the Navajo Nation. So if you're from there, you want me to come, email me at TommyGMcGee123@gmail.com or hit me on Instagram at TommyGMcGee. Would love to meet you. Would love to help tell your story, your community story, and do another episode on a reservation. Thank you, folks. We'll see you next week.
Qual videozinho a gente pode ver aqui rapidinho. Ai, meu JJ. Tô com sono. Cérebro humano, cérebro. Ó, eu aí, ó. Ai, meu JJ.
Eu gostaria de começar esse vídeo falando que o cérebro humano é incrível. Para entender o tamanho do potencial que você está desperdiçando rolando o TikTok e vendo rede social o dia inteiro, na verdade sua vida muda quando você descobre o princípio da neuroplasticidade. Na prática significa que seu cérebro não é uma rocha, ele é um rio. Ele se molda, se esculpe, se redesenha fisicamente a cada novo aprendizado. Cada vez que você pratica uma habilidade nova, seja tocar um acorde no violão ou resolver uma equação lógica, milhares de neurônios disparam juntos. E a imagem disso é bela. E quando eles se conectam com repetição, eles criam uma bainha protetora chamada mielina, que torna essa conexão mais rápida, automática e eficiente. Então você não está apenas aprendendo no sentido poético da palavra. Você está literalmente alterando a anatomia física do seu órgão pensante. Vocês têm noção disso aqui? Não existe computador no mundo que consiga fazer isso. A inteligência artificial pensa mais rápido do que você, porque ela é programada, é um algoritmo feito de números, mas ela é incapaz de ter uma autoconsciência e pensar por si mesma como é o nosso cérebro. E isso está acontecendo exatamente agora na sua cabeça. Você tem noção que você está esculpindo a matéria com a força do seu pensamento e da sua insistência? A ideia de que você nasceu sem talento para línguas é tão absurda quanto dizer que você nasceu sem o músculo do bíceps. O músculo tá lá, o tecido cerebral tá lá. Você só nunca o alimentou com o estímulo certo para fazê-lo crescer.
Distinctly through. See there? We had this mountain color.
Teve um laboratório que já deu muitas provas concretas disso. Você conhece a história dos taxistas de Londres? É claro, é um mundo totalmente diferente aqui do Brasil, mas para tirar a licença de táxi black lá em Londres, o motorista precisa passar por um teste desgraçado chamado The Knowledge, que é considerado o exame de memorização mais difícil do mundo. Eles precisam decorar absolutamente todas as 25 mil ruas da cidade, os becos, os atalhos e milhares de pontos de interesse em um raio de 10 quilômetros ao redor da estação de Charing Cross. Isso não é algo que se aprende uma tarde. Para você ter ideia, vai levar aí de 2 a 4 anos de estudo exaustivo diário. Quando os neurocientistas pegaram esses motoristas e colocaram em máquinas de ressonância magnética, o que eles viram foi assustadoramente lindo. O hipocampo posterior, aquela região do cérebro associada à memória espacial e à navegação, havia crescido de forma desproporcional. Quanto mais tempo o taxista exercia a profissão, maior era a massa cinzenta naquela área. O cérebro dele não era nada parecido com o nosso. A estrutura física mudou para se adaptar à demanda do ambiente. A pergunta que fica, então, é qual era o talento desses motoristas? Nenhum. Era apenas a prática. A genética não os presenteou com um hipocampo gigante. Eles construíram tijolo por tijolo através da repetição. Agora vamos aplicar esse conceito à sua vida. Se eles podem expandir o cérebro para memorizar uma cidade inteira, por que você não pode expandir o seu para aprender o que realmente importa? É aqui que a gente tropeça no verdadeiro vilão dessa história: a ilusão dos limites percebidos. Na maioria absoluta dos casos, o seu limite não é biológico, mas sim psicológico. Porque o seu cérebro é uma máquina de alta performance, mas ele tem um defeito de fábrica. Ele odeia gastar energia. Veja bem, a sobrevivência dependia de conservar calorias para fugir de predadores e encontrar comida. O cérebro sozinho consome cerca de 20% de toda a sua energia corporal. Então pensar é muito caro e aprender é extremamente desconfortável, eu sei disso. Então essa estrutura conhecida como sistema límbico interpreta esse desconforto como uma ameaça. Então ele meio que sequestra o seu córtex pré-frontal, que é a parte racional, e te inunda com sensações de tédio, cansaço, frustração e uma vontade irresistível de pegar o celular e rolar a tela. Então vamos dizer que você aceita essa premissa a partir de agora. Você entendeu que a barreira é emocional e não cognitiva. A sua mente basicamente vai se tornar um canivete suíço universal e você vai poder finalmente entrar no pilar mais fascinante do aprendizado humano: a síntese do conhecimento. É claro que a sociedade quer te convencer que você precisa escolher um quadradinho, né? Ah, eu sou de humanas, eu sou de exatas, eu sou criativo, eu sou analítico. Mas isso é uma mutilação. O seu cérebro não é uma coleção de gavetas isoladas, ele é uma teia de aranha. Quando você aprende algo novo, não está apenas armazenando o arquivo, está criando um novo ponto de conexão que pode gerar soluções para problemas em áreas completamente distintas. A capacidade de pegar um conceito abstrato da filosofia, misturar com lógica da programação e temperar com a sensibilidade da música é algo que nenhuma máquina do planeta consegue fazer com a maestria de um cérebro humano. E já que tocamos no impossível, eu preciso te apresentar o caso de Daniel Kish. Esse é o exemplo que derruba qualquer desculpa que você ainda esteja tentando construir enquanto me escuta. O Daniel perdeu os 2 olhos por causa de um câncer quando tinha apenas 13
O cego que aprendeu a ver. Que porra é essa?
meses de idade. 13 meses. Ele nunca viu uma árvore, nunca viu um rosto, nunca viu a luz. Pela lógica determinista do talento e da limitação, Daniel deveria estar em um quarto acolchoado, dependendo de ajuda para tudo. Mas Daniel Kish anda de bicicleta, ele faz trilha sozinho na montanha, pedalando em meio a árvores e desviando de galhos. A pergunta é como? Ele ensinou a si mesmo uma técnica chamada ecolocalização humana. Ou seja, ele estala a língua contra o palato e ouve o eco desses estalos ricocheteando nos objetos ao redor. Você tem noção disso, meu irmão? O eco ele vai voltar de um jeito se o objeto for, por exemplo, uma parede, de outro jeito se for um arbusto, de outro se for um carro. E o que aconteceu dentro da cabeça de Daniel é a prova definitiva desse superpoder. O córtex visual dele, aquela massa enorme de neurônios na nuca que você usa para enxergar, não tinha para onde enviar os estímulos dos olhos, porque os olhos não existiam. Então, o que o cérebro fez? Ele simplesmente confiscou o córtex visual e reprogramou para processar ondas sonoras. Então, o som meio que virou visão. Meu irmão do céu, você tem noção disso aqui? E você tem noção que você pode aplicar isso para qualquer área da sua vida? Aqui um ponto bem interessante. Se a neurociência prova que a transformação física é possível, a filosofia nos explica que ela é necessária.
JJ que ele entra em assuntos muito filosóficos, mano. É maneiro. Uns assuntos muito além.
Platão, há mais de 2000 anos, escreveu o mito da caverna. Eu já fiz um vídeo explicando detalhadamente sobre a caverna de Platão, então caso você queira saber com mais detalhes é só você pesquisar e você vai achar bem rapidinho. Para entender de forma básica, imagine prisioneiros acorrentados numa caverna desde a infância, olhando para uma parede. Atrás deles, uma fogueira. Entre eles e a fogueira, pessoas carregando estátuas. Os prisioneiros veem apenas as sombras projetadas na parede e, como nunca viram outra coisa, eles acreditam que as sombras são a realidade absoluta. Eles dão nome às sombras, debatem sobre as sombras, constroem suas vidas em torno das sombras. Agora, imagine que um prisioneiro se liberta. Ele sobe, olha para a luz, vê as estátuas, vê o mundo real. Quando ele sai para fora da caverna, aquela luz do sol dói, a luz cega. Ele quer voltar para a caverna escura onde tudo é familiar. Mas se ele insistir, se ele permitir que seus olhos se adaptem, ele perceberá que viveu a vida toda em uma mentira bidimensional. As suas limitações são as sombras na caverna particular. Eles são o seu salário baixo, seu relacionamento meia-boca, seu corpo parado, sua estagnação intelectual, projetadas como se fossem paredes de pedra intransponíveis, quando na verdade são apenas ausência de luz. Aprender, forçar o cérebro a se expandir é o ato de se virar para a saída da caverna. É o ato de romper as correntes. O Nietzsche, eu também quero fazer um vídeo somente sobre ele, porque, cara, eu tô lendo e é muito legal você entrar na cabeça de outra pessoa quando você lê o livro, né? Ele tem uma ideia do super-homem, né? O Übermensch, não sei se é assim que se pronuncia, uma palavra alemã. O Nietzsche dizia que o homem é uma corda estendida entre o animal e o super-homem. Uma corda sobre um abismo. Ou seja, o ser humano não é um ponto final. Segundo ele, nós não somos a obra acabada da natureza. Nós somos a ponte. O seu cérebro é a única ferramenta no universo conhecido que permite a matéria dobrar-se sobre si mesma e decidir ser algo diferente amanhã. O animal não tem essa capacidade. O leão não decide virar vegetariano por uma questão de princípios, né? A gazela não decide aprender a lutar para virar uma predadora, né? Eles são o que a biologia manda ser. Mas você tem meio que um dom divino, você tem a capacidade, através do treino e do aprendizado, de se autossuperar. Ele chama de vontade de potência, né? E claro que essa vontade não é sobre dominar os outros, como muitos pensam, mas sim sobre dominar a si mesmo. Um livro, cara, você tem noção de que quando você abre um livro, você tá basicamente abrindo a mente de uma pessoa? Muitas vezes essa pessoa viveu séculos, centenas de anos antes de você e você tá lá, conseguindo aprender absolutamente toda uma experiência de vida de um ser humano.
Que coisa assombrosa é um livro. Em uma olhada, estamos dentro da mente de uma outra pessoa. Talvez alguém que tenha morrido há milhares de anos. Através do milênio, um autor fala clara e silenciosamente dentro de nossa cabeça, diretamente a nós. Os livros rompem os grilhões do tempo.
Eu sei que é chato pra caralho, é muito melhor você pegar teu TikTok e ficar rolando infinito, mas começa com 10 páginas por dia, depois aumenta pra 20 e assim vai. Então a porta da cela da caverna está aberta pra você, meu amigo. Para de olhar essas sombras aí. Então essa massa de 1,5 kg dentro do seu crânio está apenas esperando a sua ordem para começar a reescrever o universo. Tenho certeza que vendo esse vídeo seu cérebro criou novas conexões. Então a decisão é sua. E até o próximo vídeo.
Rapaziada, vamos ficando por aqui hoje. Obrigado quem colou aqui na live, entendeu? Hoje foi curtinha porque perdi muito tempo tentando ajeitar a live, mas deu pra jogar um pouquinho. Essa porra desse jogo horrível. Vou voltar a jogar Red Dead, porque esse jogo não dá não, mano. Vou jogar fora. Mas valeu aí. Aí, ficou aí até aí, ó. Obrigado por assistir. Valeu aí quem assistiu. Tamo junto. É isso, rapaziada. Valeu.